it was honestly pretty sweet, especially when they started doing the power play and penalty kill stuff, and it's McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon, Makar, and Sam Reinhart, and they were down kind of on my side of the ice where I was sitting for practice, so I got to kind of see how they're all communicating, and like Sidney Crosby, those five guys were the last five guys on the ice at the end of practice as well, so. They were working on some extra stuff. They were doing some giving goes on the short side with McDavid and Crosby. And you know how Crosby kind of has that like patented like low slot deflection where he just kind of like touches it, right? So he was actually talking with Nathan McKinnon on like, hey, I want the puck closer to this foot, and was like showing McKinnon where he wants him to put that puck. So again, really cool just to one, see all the skill on the ice, best players in the NHL, best players in the world, but like again, the way Crosby and McKinnon and McDavid were all communicating and like trying to get that first power play going. Like you have to learn chemistry very, very quickly in this tournament. If you lose one game, you put yourself behind the eight ball so hard. So it's a really quick tournament. Crosby kind of acknowledged that when I was talking to him after too. And it's like, yeah, we have to get dialed in really quick here. They can't afford to come out of the gate slow. A power play on night one against Sweden on Wednesday could be absolutely massive. So to see them again, learning from each other, trying to see and see what each other want them to do on the ice. I know that was a bit of a broken sentence, but it was neat to see.
Have you had a chance to see Finland's mighty blue line skate yet?
No, so Finland is going to be the last team to practice. It is funny, like Ville Heinola is the only Finnish-born defenseman to play a game in the NHL and not be on their roster at some point in this Four Nations lead up. So they are really deep in the well. The guy from Ottawa, I don't even know his name, but he's going to be their seventh defenseman. But Team Sweden was on the ice right now. So hoping that when they wrap up here, I'll bounce out of this and I'll hopefully get to go chat with Victor Arvidsson, Matthias Ekholm, because, hey, they're going to have to go toe-to-toe with Connor McDavid on Wednesday. What do you make of the line decision that John Cooper had, going McDavid with Sam Reinhart and Mitch Marner? I kind of like the McDavid-Reinhart duo. But I will say, interesting him and Marner. I'm curious to see how the two of them can play off each other. Neither one is, a particularly heavy shooter or anything like that. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're probably just looking to get Sam Reinhart as many opportunities as they can, and obviously Marner and McDavid two elite playmakers. So I don't mind it. I think we're going to see so many combinations, to be honest. I'm not really thinking about it too much. Have you found your excitement level has grown now that you're actually there?
Yeah, I would also, I think I disagree on we'll see a lot of combos. It's such a short tournament. Like, if things are going bad, I guess you want to switch it up quickly, but like, you don't have a lot of time for things to go poorly if you're Team Canada, right? Anyways, is my excitement growing? Yes, it is. Seeing the guys out there in the jerseys, and also, I kind of made this point before, but like, I said my excitement level will be based on how intense the players feel about this and how badly they want it. And hearing Sidney Crosby, the face of the sport, one of the greatest players ever, talk about everything, that he kind of had to go through to get the green light to come play in this, and how much it means to him and how badly he wants to, put on the maple leaf again. This means a lot to the players. This is not being treated like some sort of a glorified all-star game. The practice they had today for Team Canada was an intense practice. Like, they were moving, they were battling. Like, this was a group of guys who was locked in. They aren't just here for, a fun couple of 7 to 10 days, whatever. They're here and they're dialed in, man.
Yeah, that's good. And I think that's what the NHL wants as well. Obviously, there's been a lot of big-time players who aren't able to go, like Quinn Hughes dropped out over the weekend, but he seemed like he really pushed himself to try and make himself available for the U.S. But either way, whatever combination of 12 you want out of these forwards is fantastic. Obviously, who's the extra forward missing on there?
It would be Travis Konechny.
He didn't skate today.
Sorry.
He was ill. So there you go. Moving on to Team USA. Another fantastic group of players here. Let me pull it up here. So Michael Russo tweeted out these were the lines today at practice. Obviously, you heard Tyler talking about Matthew Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk not playing together. Top line, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Matthew Tkachuk. Second line, Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, Jack Hughes, Brady Tkachuk, JT Miller, Matthew Boldy. Fourth line was Brock Nelson. How is he on the team? Vincent Trocheck. How is he on the team? And Dylan Larkin on the fourth line, which feels crazy. And Chris Kreider rotating in their blue line, which is amazing again. Jacob Slavin, Adam Fox, Zach Werenski, McAvoy, Hannafin, Faber, and Sanderson, Jake Sanderson, who is replacing Quinn Hughes at the tournament. Brett, this USA team is stacked.
Nasty. It is so nasty. And even with, like, I am a big, obviously, as you know, I was a part of the Coming in Hot crew this summer.
You were.
I am a massive proprietor of Jake Sanderson. Yorkie has even gone on record saying that he thinks he'll get a Norris at some point too.
Damn.
Like,
Calgary boy, Jake Sanderson.
Yes. And they just drafted another Calgary hitman in Carter Yakemchuk. Yakemchuk. And
so
you know
good.
what? This team is so nasty. And I continue to look. I'm excited. I know I don't like JT Miller, but I like what he brings to the ice. This is such a fun team. If you honestly, I looked at the lines today, and why not put Kachuk with Matthews and Matthew Kachuk? Have it be the Matthews Kachuk line. And I think it would be A, hilarious, but B, just so mental. Imagine that line of Austin Matthews, who's a little bit temperamental, but he'll just go out there, snipe a couple pucks here and there. Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk will get into dirty areas. Both of them have a scoring touch. I think that'd be nasty.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.